Welcome everybody, it is Crypto Moose and it's time to get loose. Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. What we're going to do on this episode is give you guys a crypto market update. I want to talk about Bitcoin, Cardano, as well as some other tokens that we've been following here on the channel. And I do want to say thank you to all of you. I believe this is around episode 750. So that's a pretty big milestone. And, you know, there's so much to come. We have companies that are sending hardware wallets, different partnerships that are going to be available for this channel in particular. So it's been nice to see. So I appreciate all of you. And please comment down below, how long have you been watching this channel? And I just want to comment and say thank you. Okay, so let's dive right into it. You're all here to make some money, to let loose. And by the way, nothing on this episode should be taken as financial advice. You're listening to a loose moose. So first, let's get into coin market cap. So wow, 91K on Bitcoin. So let's hit it with a quick refresh just to make sure we're around the right track. We are at 91,000. So a lot of different influencers were talking about this. Specifically, I was listening to Crypto Crow, and he's been talking about Cardano going back to all-time highs as early as May. So are we going to see that? If you guys want, you can check out on the channel. I just talked about Cardano and I shared what I believe is going to happen over the course of the next couple weeks, months, and throughout the year. So maybe you want to check that out. But let's get into Bitcoin. Let's start off with that. So Bitcoin really is the driving force of the market. It is the digital gold. It's the largest decentralized cryptocurrency. And it's really the market mover. So if we look, alt season still pretty low. Fear and greed index, I would argue there's a lot of fear still, especially with the tariff news, etc. But wow, 91,253. Once Bitcoin goes, it goes, right? So are we going to get to 100K soon? Guys, it could happen at any point in time. I've seen stranger things happen. I've witnessed a lot in crypto at this point. I mean, Mt. Gox, FTX, Terra Luna, like I've seen the cookie crumble, you know. So it's just the way it's been. And the moose has eaten a lot of cookies too, obviously. So Moose has got to get back on that diet. Maybe, I mean, that's the problem. Then crypto goes up, Moose starts eating like a king again. So like, you know, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing to be in a bear market. So anyways, let's dive right into it still. 1.81 trillion on Bitcoin. You know, again, we're still in this pattern of up and down until we break out and really get above, I think, all-time highs. We're not really going to know if we're super bullish or not. But I mean, if you zoom out, it's looking pretty good. I mean, guys, let's look at the rainbow chart. This gives you a pretty good visual of past cycles. So I believe this is what the logarithmic scale. So somebody type that in down below. But really, guys, if you take a look, post-halving, typically you're going to see Bitcoin get into, you know, the red mark, at least in the orange typically. So if we take a look here, we do get into the orange, which would be the sell, seriously sell. So we're not even in the hodl phase right now. So right now, at the price of Bitcoin, based on the rainbow chart, we're still in the accumulative state. We're still in the still cheap, at least. So, guys, really, like, not until it sounds high, but not until we get to $250,000, I don't think we're at the peak of this cycle. So I personally, I'm not selling any Bitcoin unless it's over 200,000, like minimum. That's kind of where I'm at. Plus with everything going on, which we'll talk about a little bit, the ETFs, we're going to see a lot more of these, especially with, you know, the tariffs and whatnot going on. We're going to see a lot of American crypto companies, I think, do well. We're going to have better legislation in the U.S. So me, I'm Canadian, but, you know, right across the border. So it does play a big role in how I see the market as well. So I don't know if you guys did hear the news, but Crypto.com in Yorkville, America, digital finalize agreement for ETF launch. So we're going to see a lot of these, right? A lot of exchange traded funds. So I do hold some ETFs, some boring stuff, but basically it allows traditional investors that hold stock to get exposure to crypto. It makes it easier, makes it transparent, and it's pretty quick too, right? You can get in and out of positions. It is a good thing, I think, for crypto. So when we saw the Bitcoin ETF go, I mean, what was it? Like 12 ETFs were approved at the same time. So that was really cool to see. So let's refresh again. I mean, I'm filming this video in part because we're really starting to see a run up. We've been in this consolidation phase, I would say, for the past week. Yeah, like maybe trending upward a touch, but I mean, breaking above 90K, that was a big thing in my eyes, just as of today. So again, let's continue on with what we got going on. Ethereum. Let's talk about Ethereum for a bit. So I haven't talked about this in a little while, but I believe I'm gonna have to do a dedicated video on Ethereum, but we will see more advancements with that. So I believe Vitalik and everybody else involved with Ethereum, they understand that it has scalability issues. It's not necessarily a fast chain, and if you want to have a top leading general purpose blockchain where guys like you're building decentralized applications on for lending, borrowing, building games, etc. You want high throughput. You need a lot of speed. And Ethereum's not cutting it yet compared to other projects. So that's why I do like Cardano. Cardano is what 50% of my portfolio right now because it has that web 3.0 aspect. It has that ETH 2.0 or 3.0 aspect to it, right? You do need the ability to scale with the proof of stake the way they do it. And again, like guys, Ethereum, I will give them the credit because they were a proof of work where you only had the proof of work option. Now it's proof of stake. So the fact that they did that was pretty remarkable. Now I think there's going to be a lot of questions as to layer 2s and 3s because if Ethereum fixes the throughput, the speed issue, then what's going to be the use case for the layer 2s, right? So if these layer 2s are being built where you can have faster transaction speed and still utilize the security and benefit the overall infrastructure of Ethereum as the base layer, what's going to be the selling point to the other layers? So I think that's going to be an argument. Something interesting I haven't really thought about too much, but I'd like to hear it from you guys. What do you guys think in terms of Ethereum? Do you think if Ethereum becomes, let's just throw out a crazy number, but let's say it's 1 million transactions per second, is that going to crush other projects that are trying to solve for that issue on Ethereum? I don't know. I would like to think that if we zoom out, it's going to be a good thing for Ethereum. So Ethereum is just simply one. It was early. I'm pretty sure Charles and Gavin Wood. So, you got Cardano and Polkadot founders who were part of the Ethereum team back in the day as well, amongst others. So here we got other projects. Solana. We can talk about Solana for a bit. I haven't talked about it in a while. One thing I want to get back at, and I was talking about it not too long ago, but Solana at this price point is pretty low. Now, keep in mind the all-time high, what is the all-time high? Did it even get back there? What, 256? Let's say the 256 mark. I mean, we're definitely going to get back there, but in terms of room to grow, I see way more potential in other projects. So if you want to get in the AI space, crypto gaming, other layer ones like ADA that are just not as high a market cap, you can get those, extra gains. Instead of getting a 2-3x, which is still phenomenal, better than a loss. I mean, to see something like a 5, 10, 15, 20x, those things are possible in the space. And it's probably going to be the last cycle where it's going to be as easy as it is. Not that it is. I mean, I've been holding ADA for a while. So I'm waiting for a lot of these things to pop as well. So Cardano. And by the way, one thing with Solana I wanted to mention is that when memes do come back, and they will come back with a vengeance, okay? And people are going to get them because it's simple, right? You set up your Phantom wallet, you can easily pick up Solana, then you can begin to trade these stupid tokens. And I love them, but I had to stop, right? It was like I was smoking cigarettes for a bit, and I'm like, Moose, quit smoking cigarettes. Start smoking cigars. Be responsible, right? So that's what was going through my head. So here, Cardano. Is Cardano going to break out? And here's the pattern. Similar to 2021, we got ADA to go boom, right? And then consolidate, go down, and then boom, all-time highs. I believe that when ADA goes, it's going to go. And for example, when ADA goes from where it is now, in my opinion, I believe it's going to go from where it is now to like $5-6. I don't think it's going to stop and chill out at $2-3. I think it's going to go. Let alone the news of midnight. So you have a partner chain in midnight where there's going to be what's known as the glacier drop. Once I have more news on that, I'll share it with you. Guys, you can head over to the channel. I did a video. So ADA airdrop video. It's not an ADA airdrop. It's a partner chain token. So watch that. Watch that and just, think about what that's going to mean for the space. So that's going to be a ZK privacy layer, new blockchain. So it's a layer 1. And I believe it's going to be the dust token. So there's still a lot of things that I don't know about that I can't wait to share with you once I get the news. So that will be coming in the future as well. But guys, what price point do you think ADA is going to be in May? So let's just call it right now. We are April 22 of 2025. Where are we going to be at in May? Just a week or two. I think we could go nuts. A lot of people are calling for it. So right now, Cardano's under the spotlight a little bit with other influencers as well, starting to get respected because, and again, I talk about it all the time, this is going to be the year of interoperability, chains that integrate with one another, speak to one another. So interoperability, you're going to see, Ethereum, Cardano, and Bitcoin, right? Through UTXOs, you're going to be able to combine these things. You're going to have these blockchains working in tandem with one another. So that's going to be really cool. On top of that, with Cardano, we now have smart contracts. We have so much going on with the project, potential ETFs, the midnight airdrop, and there's so much momentum, and I don't think the price has reflected that. There's just a lot of excitement, I think, going on with ADA. There was something else I thought, but overall the NFTs through most chains are not really doing that well anyways. But anyways, I think this could be the moment. I will invite you all to the link tree. So if you guys want to check out, new projects right now, I did invest a little bit into BDAG. It's a new layer 1. So when that comes out, it could be exciting. Again, keep in mind, this is a ICO. So I don't know, they're raising money. Invest at your own regard. Guys, sign up for crypto.com. I mean, it's a good time now. If that ETF does get approved, the token's going to do well. And speaking on that, when people go to buy their crypto, they're going to be using crypto.com. A lot of people, right? It's simple. It's got the name. They have a fantastic app. So I like it. Coinbase, well, simple. Guys, use code Moose. Pick up a Tangent wallet. Save 10% off on the 2-card or 3-card set. I don't know why, but they removed the code for the ring. Don't know what's going on there. Take an online course. You guys know what to do. Comment down below. Give me your ADA price prediction. And guys, we could be seeing a 100K Bitcoin before the end of this week. Cheers, everybody.